Hey, what's up everybody? It's Lids, and we're back for some more Pyre Community RITE NITE, which means of course some good old-fashioned multiplayer Pyre, featuring first and foremost none other than the members of the RITE Club Discord server, the place for all things multiplayer Pyre. And if you're interested in getting more involved in multiplayer Pyre, then look no further, because you can join said Discord group by clicking on that link right there. But those of you in chat, you are not off the hook. No, because you see the red circle with the white L below chat? You click on that and you'll find all the various requests that you can make today, including things ranging from selecting players' exiles, masteries, songs, arenas, even Titan Stars are all fair game. So, without further ado, let's hop into versus mode here. And let me know if there is anyone who would like to get us started today, as I will now hop into Discord. There we go. Alright. I think I am all set and ready to go in that case. Don't think I have any particular announcements or anything like that. No updates to the archetypes list or anything like that. I know we've been talking about that a little bit over the past few weeks, but no, I don't think so. I did hear a certain someone saying that they had a particular challenge for some of the players, so we'll see if that gets broken out today, and if so, who the participating players are at that point in time. But how's everybody doing? It's like Lilac, okay, need to go do something for a little bit. No worries. I mean, wasn't me who said this. I'm just paraphrasing what someone else had stated earlier today, I think. Said person has now just confirmed, yes, Ferris was talking about having some sort of challenge in mind. I'm not entirely sure what that might entail, and whether Spheris would participate in this challenge, or whether it would instead be requested for someone else to see it through. But let me know if anyone is interested in getting us started. As Lilac was just saying, it looks like not available right now. Don't know if/when Lilac may be available later on, but at least initially, we'd be looking for a couple of people to get us started today. Lilac's like, pretty please don't reveal this until I'm back. I want to see what it is. Oh, Lilac says be back in a few minutes. Okay, gotcha. It may not be long. One way or another, we will be looking for a couple of players to get us started today, and we could start thinking about what, if anything, we're looking for setup-wise, although generally I think it makes sense to establish who is in first, and as Lilac is saying here, maybe at least when it comes to the new special secret stuff, we wait until we have a few more people here before we break that out. And happy holidays as well. It's, the holidays are... The way they are falling on the calendar this year is such that it seems like our streams are either just before or just after, or in between a whole bunch of the major holidays. So hope you guys are having a good time, seeing family and loved ones and whatnot, whatever holidays it might be that you're celebrating. Okay, Sphera says, planning to throw the challenge in roughly the middle of the session. Gotcha. Alright, for maximum effect, of course. Wouldn't settle for anything less. Understandable, I suppose. Dramatic effect! Well, Spheris, are you interested in getting us started today, or are you just gonna sit on the sidelines initially and maybe do other requests as other people are playing? At least until you break out.
I can start
this new
playing.
challenge. All right. Awesome. Well, in that case, let me get you an invite. Would still mean that we're looking for someone else to face off against Ferris here. So if there is anyone else in chat who is interested in playing right off the bat, we are looking for one more. But let me get the invite out to you. Should be on its way. Now, I remember last week...
It works.
Okay, yeah. Remote play was throwing us for a loop or two, but hopefully today it's not feeling so finicky. Knock on wood. Alright, so in theory, we should have Sferis, so we should have one player. Let me know if anyone else would like to face off against Sferis. So did I just hear someone else?
No, it's me.
Okay, that was you. Okay, so I could potentially jump in for a match or two if we're waiting for other people, like Lilac would may be available in a little bit, but as always, would give preference to getting people in from chat. Want to get as many of you guys in as we can. So let me know if anyone else would like. If not, I can hop in for a match or two.
Warm up, I guess.
Yeah. And I don't remember, Sferis, we may not have played any matches against each other yet. Have we?
We haven't, yeah.
Oh, okay. Alright. Not seeing anyone else immediately looking to get in here, so maybe in that case, I'll play at least at the very beginning here. Okay, and let me just make sure that Sferis, you have controls. Looks like you do. Okay.
I'm on controller now.
Oh, exciting stuff. Alright. Let's just double check. I think my controller's already plugged in. Okay, yeah. So I'm player 1 here. Sferis is player 2. We'll set us up real quick. Sferis. Okay. Pyre heart. Essence. Alright. There we go. So yeah, let us know if there's anything you guys would like for us to do for this first match. Otherwise, we'll have a little bit of a warm-up here. And as we were saying, I think this will be the first match between Sferis and myself.
It is.
Alright.
Maybe, I don't know if you disable the sermon intro.
Usually we'll do it for the very first one.
Fair enough.
And then we turn it off just because obviously it takes a little bit of extra time.
Yeah.
We'll start off with a little more gravitas. A little more drama for this first match this way.
The time is nigh, exiles. You are gathered at the pit of Melee. You now have this chance to prove yourselves. Try not to let the pressure get to you. Pyre hearts, stand prepared. The essence, stand ready. Who shall stand together here this night?
Alright, so don't have any requests for this first one, so that means that the setup is all up to us. And so I think I'm gonna break out a particular strategy. A stratagem, if you will.
Hey.
What's up, Failer? How's it going? A rare sight? Well, I mean, at least for now, I'll play a match or two, but if you want to get in, Failer, by all means, let me know. Happy to swap out after this one if you'd like to get in on the action. I feel like I've been playing a little more as of late. I think I played last week, maybe even the week before that. Briefly, in all those cases, but getting a little more practice in nowadays. Legitimately, there are many times where I will go a month or 3 without playing any Pyre. Plenty of commentating, but not a lot of playing, and I definitely do feel it. in those times. Like, I know what I want to do.
Alma,
I know the buttons that I want to press, but do I press the correct ones and in the correct times? Probably not.
Good question. Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Tizo over there. That may disrupt the plan a little bit. That's not sure that's exactly what I wanted to see there. What's okay, and it's Gareth in the first spot. Gotcha. Okay. Alright, I'm all locked in. I'm ready to go. And for Spheris, it's Savage, then Imp, and now make it a second Imp as well.
now go. Now begin.
Ooh, the black magic jumps. Well executed. Very well executed.
Into the adversary's flame.
Oh my goodness, look at those black magic jumps. The twists and turns. It's incredible.
It's taken.
No, it was so close.
The fire of resolve.
I liked the way that one was lining up.
That's it. Oh. Oh.
Nope, you weren't supposed to do that.
The orb is taken.
No! No! So close yet so far.
There.
No!
None left unscathed.
No! And he still jumped through.
Law. Once more like that, and we are finished here.
Oh, that's not good timing. Oh, that was close, and then I almost walked straight into that. And I was about to pass it over there. No, that's also not where I meant to jump.
No.
Not so fast. Oh, you recovered so quickly, though. And then I didn't mean to jump the second time. Oh, no. Well, GG. I did not manage to do the thing that I was trying to do. Well, almost did on a couple of occasions, but not quite.
Thus end this night's
Well played.
proceedings.
All right, well, let's head on back.
Until the next rite.
And let me know if anyone would like to swap in for me. As I was saying before, I'm mostly just filling in for the time being, but now maybe a few more people are checking in. Happy to give up my spot to any of you guys. I may have been memeing.
Triple Savage. I don't know what the goal was of your builds, because you didn't have any, like, after I picked the Salute Savage on first, and you had no Salute on any of your Savages, I don't know how you get the orb.
Yeah, it was... Personally, I'm a little old school. I am not a fan of the Savage Salute. I think it's a little cheap. I think it's a little anti-competitive.
I just threw it out because you picked a Savage without Salute, so I'm like, I'm just gonna get there faster.
Yeah. Basically, it just turns into you accept the fact that your opponent is going to get to the orb first, and you just wait for them to get the orb and then immediately banish them, or if they're really fast and you can't banish them immediately after they arrive at the orb, you wait for them to do some jumps or move around a little bit. But your black magic jumps threw me off a little bit at the beginning there.
Yeah.
But I was going for, the strategy was throwing the orb off the wall and in to either score, or I didn't quite get that to work.
Banish,
I got a few banishments,
It
yeah.
almost worked once.
All right, but Phaler is ready to jump in, so he is welcome to take my spot. Hold on, I'm gonna unplug the controller. Make some room here for Phaler.
Good afternoon, all.
Hey, Phaler, how's it going?
Going good.
Nice. Lilac has returned. Hello again, Lilac. Don't worry, you didn't miss much. Just Lids attempting and, by and large, failing to meme around on the Pit of Malith. Phaler's gonna hop in here, take my spot. And just let me know if Spheris is still player 2, or if remote play is switching you guys around. Oh, it would probably help if I was tabbed into the game, though. I did not realize I was not. My bad.
I'm still player 2.
Okay, perfect. Phaler, I assume still Fate for you?
Yeah, yes, please.
It's not quite in the new year just yet. So I don't know if any... I mean, we may see next week. People will start switching things around a little bit for the new year, but it's a little early for that. Okay. So now we have Phaler and we have Spheris. Let us know if there's anything setup-wise we would like to see for this one. This will be Spheris' second match, but just Phaler's first of the day, so may still be in warm-up territory. Oh, I guess we'll... Speaking of sermon intro, like we were talking about before, we'll turn that off now. Just keep things a little quicker. Not seeing any requests right now, so maybe we'll get this one started.
The fate versus the essence.
And it's the book where we find ourselves.
Welcome. Who shall conduct the rites?
No requests from chat, so everything up to the players here. And Spheris, I'm sorry, I'm going to end up asking you this question a lot, but you and Phaler, you have already played each other?
Not
Is that
yet.
right? Not yet? Oh,
Nope.
okay.
Yeah,
I didn't
this is
realize
your
that.
first.
So Spheris and I had our first match together just a minute ago, and now this will be the first one between Phaler and Spheris. So Phaler leads with Prayer Beads Tamitha. Spheris leads with Prayer Beads on Gareth. Web Lanthorn, Super Portal Raji in the second spot for Phaler. Similar story here for Spheris. Baylor goes with the Leech on a Saluting Vorfrit. That's his last choice. And Spheris will go Scribe Rock on Snapdragon. So here we go. First matchup of the day and first matchup ever between Spheris and Phaler, and it is Spheris getting us started. They Gareth plunge, and with Prayer Beads he is back, though Phaler wins the Orb Race this time round and gets a quick plunge from Tamitha, who also has Prayer Beads, so players trading off. Prayer Beads plunges, and then since they're tied, it actually means that Phaler's plunge there is only worth 25 damage from Vorfrit, and she, of course, does not have Prayer Beads, since that's on Tamitha, so it means there's no Vorfrit in this round for Phaler. Goes Flappy Harp, and flutters around the defense and in for another 20 damage plunge here. And Gareth ends short of the target. Phaler gets the orb back, plunges here. This time it is worth 30. But there you see how much of a difference just 5 damage can make, as that is how much Pyre life Spheris has right now. But it means that with that plunge, Phaler takes the win. GG.
And what a crushing victory it was.
Well played.
GG's.
The rite is done.
All right. Well, let's head on back
Until the stars align.
and let us know if there is anything we would like to see for the next one. Otherwise, of course, we could just leave it up to the players, much like we did in the previous match. Not seeing anything at the moment, though. Maybe we'll get this next one started.
The fate shall now face
Okay.
the essence.
We go from one of the smallest arenas
Well,
to the other smallest arena.
who shall conduct the rites?
Still no requests from chat, though these are the kinds of arenas that definitely can influence the types of teams the players use. Now, I don't remember if I told you this before, Spheris, but you may already know this is a modded Glade of Loose. There will be no brambles, even as people start to score. It will remain open the whole time. I'm pretty sure I forgot to tell you that the first one, maybe even 2 times we had you in, so I'm sorry about that, but...
It's okay.
Yeah, we felt the fact that the arena becomes asymmetrical means that it would be worse when we're actually playing in tournaments and stuff, so we just removed the obstacles entirely.
And we've been doing it for long enough now that there was a time when I remembered to say that when new people joined, but it's been so long now that I kind of forget that this is not what the default Glade of Lou is like.
Sir Gilman.
Alright, well, we have Snadra for Phaler, we have Gilman or Spheris. Now, Speedy Ignarius. That's Phaler's second choice. Quick throwing Vorfrit. That's Spheris' second selection. Failure will finish with a Thorned Knot Deluge. Whereas Ferris will go with a Webbed Lanthorn Raji. Down goes Snadra. Down goes Iggy. Failure blocked here. Forfeit for Sferis. Throw off target. Failure trying to get some banishments here with Ignarius, and does to a certain extent, but does also lose Ignarius in the process. Sferis gets to look back close to Failure's Pyre, but then Failure gets rid of Sferis' Exile. Now it's Failure on the attack, and this is the nature of these small arenas. The transition from defense to attack, it happens very quickly. Can blur the line a bit at times as to what exactly, which mode a given player is in. Failure now in possession on the attack, and with that throw, deals 9 damage from Deluge. Snadra chased down after getting one character down with a big cast, and now that clears out just enough space for Ignarius to finger guns his way in for 30 damage on that plunge. But he's now gone in this round, and everyone was gone for a split second there. Deluge does return. Stunning Claim, unfortunately for Failure, is just a split second too slow, and we will carry on now. Actually be curious to see if that Stunning Claim counted as being in the previous round or being in this round. Is Failure still allowed to Stunning Claim here?
All of them.
Opportunity with everyone down on Sferis' side. Enough time for Failure to move Ignarius in, but unfortunately for him, Sferis is sitting on exactly 31 Pyre Life, which means even with Failure's highest damage Exile, Ignarius, that would still be 1 damage too little to finish the job. Speaking of 30 damage, there is Sferis throwing it in for 30 with Vorfrit. Vorfrit, oh, does get hit by that worm cast and that worm throw. It's unblockable, but it's short. So Sferis is able to get it back. Sferis, oh, was with just Gilman for a moment there, does get some defenders back, but not quickly enough to stop this unblockable worm throw. And now suddenly the math is much more in Failure's favor here. Potentially could finish this with 1 score. An unboosted Deluge would not have enough damage. He does have Siege Chance, so if he has that active, it would be enough. Does Failure try to force that into existence? Maybe simplify by going with a different Exile instead? Or in doing so, does he become too predictable? Make it easier for Sferis to defend. Here is Failure. He gets blocked, and now banished. So it's back with Sferis. Gilman, around 1 defender. The throw is slightly short. So Failure able to get it back here with Deluge. Again, he might be a little hesitant to go on the attack with just Deluge. Might have been thinking about a Stunning Claim for a second there. Almost looked as though he started doing the salute animation, but it didn't end up happening. And now it's Failure who's defenseless, which doesn't happen very often when you have a worm. That throw from Sferis off target, so Failure is still able to get it back. Snadra goes down. Gilman returns, only to be banished. Deluge for Failure. His throw does land, but it's 11 damage, which is not enough. So Sferis is still in this one, holding on with 5 Pyre Life. Gilman against Deluge. Deluge with an opening! And it is done. GG.
GG's.
They overwhelmed their adversaries utterly.
Well played, you two.
The rite is ended.
Alright, well let's head on back, and we do now have a request for this next match. And that is to turn Customize off, so randomized Exiles, Masteries, and Talismans won't even get to see what those things are in advance, just gonna get thrown straight into the action. We could lock in Arena and or a Song if either of those are of interest, but otherwise does account for most of the stuffs. Most of the levers that we could pull here. Lilac's like, hey, wait, I was about to do that. Lilac is going to put us on the boat. Even more chaos in that case. So let's get this one started.
The fate shall take
Okay, so for
all
Phaler,
the
it is a
essence.
demon, a nomad, and a crone. It's also a demon, a nomad, and a worm for Spheris. So actually quite similar teams here, of course, at least from a class standpoint. When it comes to, oh, the talismans and the masteries, that might be a little different, as Phaler does have the black hoof on Snadra. Snadra cannot pick up the orb. Phaler rampaging forward here with Ignarius, and to great effect, no less. Oh, also Blackheart on Jodariel for Spheris. So yeah, at least one Cursed Talisman per team here. I mean, it is customized off. It always seems to happen. Spheris is defenseless here, which means time for Phaler to charge up this throw. And that's good for 30. There's the Blackheart. I mean, yes, generally speaking, the Cursed Talismans are not all that desirable. But if we're looking for a silver lining, technically speaking, you could make the argument that both of the players who have the Cursed Talismans, the exiles who have them, it could be worse. They're actually somewhat decent fits. But it is not the Cursed Talisman exile, it is instead that Vorfrit throwing in for 30 for Phaler. Here is Vorfrit, and this time she jumps in. It could be worse, is I guess what I'm saying. It may not be great, but it could be worse. Up and around. Little bit of boat magic here and there. Knocks back the defender, and that nearly bought him enough time to get in for what could have been the winning plunge. But instead it's Jody, and she has the infinite stamina, courtesy of that Cursed Talisman. Oh, and also it's Can Singularity on Ignarius, which may have been the thing that just dispossessed Spheris. So a little more chaos on Phaler's team. Oh no, and it's only Snadra for Phaler, but he also has Sacred Bond, so he can actually proc that Can Singularity a little more consistently that way, although may not need to. He's moving in here for what could have been the deciding score. And Snadra brings back Ignarius in a good position here, although Deluge tries to stop him. Deluge goes down, though. Jodariel does not come back quickly enough to stop the finger guns.
GG. That was kind of an unfair boat team. The demon and the crone. That was insane.
Thus end this night's proceedings.
Well played, you two. Let's head on back.
Until the next rite.
And let us know if there's anything we'd like to get for the next one. Customize off giveth, but I'm afraid it also taketh away. And on that occasion, I think it did taketh away from both of you, but maybe a little more so in one case than the other. But you know, Customize off, it just loves those Cursed Talismans. Can't get enough of them. Anything we're looking for in this one, or do we want to just leave this one up to the players? Oh, all demons is the request.
Interesting.
Now, clarifying question, you may be able to anticipate it, but are we counting Orlek, or is he in his own category?
It's just a big savage.
Is he just a big savage? Is he an archdemon? Is he a normal demon? What are we calling Orlek? No Orlek. Orlek is not allowed. Okay. Unless... Okay. No Orlek unless you both agree that you want to use Orlek. Basically, there has to be a mutual agreement.
What do you think? I don't know. I don't really care that much.
No, Alex.
I was leaning there too, yeah. All right, no Orlek.
All right. It is determined. No Orlek. Let's see where we end up. Be the Spring of Jomir, or this full demon match.
Welcome. Who shall conduct the rites?
So of course that means we know who all the characters are going to be. The bigger question becomes Talisman and Mastery selection, as Phaler goes with a speedy Ignarius in his first spot. Spherus goes speedy with Vizpaleth. Also, the other question becomes the order in which they choose their demons, because obviously that is reflective of what they think of each demon. Do they take their favorite demon first? Do they save their favorite demon for last? I don't know if there's any situation in which they would take their favorite demon in the second spot. But it's the Horn on Jodariel for the extra casting capabilities. Whereas it will be quick throwing Jodariel for Spherus. There also goes the quick throwing route, though in his case, that's on Vizpaleth. That's the other tricky part, is do the players remember which demon has which talisman and adjust their playstyle accordingly to suit each demon? Or does it turn into a guessing game? Because that definitely can happen. The Titan Tooth on Ignarius in the last spot for Spherus. So here we go. Triple demons on both sides. Both players agree there will be no Orlek in this demon showdown. Okay, they're trying to get aggressive with the casts here. It is one tricky part about the demons. They don't have a particularly high hope stat. So we definitely could see all of the characters getting banished on one or maybe even both sides. Probably more likely for that to be the case once someone plunges, and then of course, because I don't think we saw any prayer beads, that means at a minimum there will always be at least one character who is out of commission, as we now see Phaler defenseless, at least for a few seconds there. The tricky part then becomes the demons, although their low hope might buy some time for their opponents to score in an uncontested manner, are those demons quick enough to capitalize on those opportunities? Spring of Jomir, it's not the largest arena, but it certainly isn't the smallest either. May be possible for the demons to capitalize on those sorts of opportunities. As now it is Spherus, who is defenseless here. So time for Phaler to throw that one in. Vizpaleth, now that is the banishing throw character for Phaler. That was the banishing throw character for Spherus, although Spherus goes down in the process. Demons trade places, or trade banishments, really. There goes down here. A bit of hopscotch. Demons Pogo sticking around. Where exactly they land, I'm not even sure the players know. At least not every time.
Oh, not Ignatius.
Oh no, not Ignatius! How did Phaler just get banished?
Weird banishing throw.
Yeah, I feel like we've seen a few strange banishments, or in some cases non-banishments, on both sides thus far in this match.
I think I didn't even throw it, just grabbed the orb and then dropped it.
Spheris nearly able to make it in there, but Phaler gets the stop. Spheris gets the banishment with those throws. Obviously a very dangerous tool. When the players can remember which demon has them, and maybe they've figured it out at this point, they've gotten used to it. Every once in a while, though, might see a player throwing the orb at an opponent and thinking, wait, I thought they were going to go down. Phaler getting aggressive, although Spheris gets a defender back just in time to make the stop there. There's the banishing throw. And like that occasion, really would have thought Phaler would get banished by that. Throw seemingly land right at his character's feet, but ultimately did amount one way or another to Spheris getting a 30 damage throw in here.
Too slow, Ignatius.
It's a double banishment for Spheris between the more traditional aura and then banishing throw as well.
Well, now that was exciting.
Now Spheris with just one back defensively, but does have the Titan Tooth, which does facilitate potentially either offensive or defensive plays. Oh, and that aura just lingers a little longer. That is the benefit of that talisman that Phaler took. You don't see it too often, but a good demonstration of the value that it can provide.
Your victory's at hand.
So that was part of the plan for Phaler. Oh, Spheris with an interesting trade there. Sacrificed one demon, and in doing so, took out two of Phaler's. And gets the throw off just in time here.
There.
Spheris knocks back one defender, but not the other, so Phaler able to get the block there, and then vanishes with the throw, and with that throw,
GG.
Phaler takes the win.
GG.
GG.
Their adversaries must be crying tears of shame.
Well played, you two.
The rite is complete.
Yeah, we had Spheris playing on keyboard mouse in previous weeks, but this is at least the first RITE Night we've had Spheris on controller.
Yeah.
Which is good. We much
Practice
prefer to
in
have.
this, yeah.
Yeah, it definitely makes
much
it
prefer
easier.
to have controller players, just because you can only have one KBM at a time. It's better for tournaments and stuff, so we don't have to worry about making sure you can actually play against your opponent.
Yeah. All right, well, we do have a request in this match for no requests. So we'll leave this one entirely up to the players. And I suppose that means we can load straight in here, see where we end up.
The fate
The answer
shall confront
is perhaps the most neutral
essence.
of all arenas,
Welcome.
the Ridge of Gold.
Who shall conduct the rites?
So Phaler opts for Ninja Almer in the lead spot. Now, Speedy Vorfrit. That'll be Sferris's first choice.
Exile.
Web Lanthorn Raji, second choice for Phaler. Sferris will take a quick throwing Pamitha. Now Phaler will go Exploding Deluge. And Sferris will take Webbed Lanthorn on Raji. So this one all up to the players. Phaler teleports the orb quickly, but Sferris in position to intercept the throw, but now Phaler... Oh, I don't think that was an intentional pinball throw there, but on the second attempt, does get it in. Another quick ninja play there, intercepted though by Sferris. Sferris, momentarily defenseless, did get Pamitha back, but not quite quickly enough to intercept that throw. Palmer changes the angle, sets up this throw for 20 damage. Vorfrit, she's chased down. Almer, Fell Swoop, gets rid of him. Almer again for Phaler. His throw intercepted. Sferris, just Raji, goose guarding the orb. Waiting to get some reinforcements, and here they are with Vorfrit. Back to Raji. Now just Pamitha. Gets rid of one defender with the Fell Swoop. And get rid of the other. Phaler gets it back and now moves in with Deluge. Not sure he had intended to plunge, but that was the end result, so does do 15 damage, but does lose Deluge in the process. Down goes Almer as well. That leaves just Raji back for Phaler right now. Ooh, and the timing of that was interesting.
In goes the orb.
As Phaler did manage to avoid the cast and then quickly set up a throw from Almer. That means one score, potentially all he needs here. Sferris looking to set up these Fell Swoops, but needs to be careful because it's always the risk. That will give the orb back to Phaler, but Sferris is able to set up a 20 damage harp throw here. Almer's back, and with that throw, takes the win.
GG.
Rip. GG's.
GG.
Most excellently done this time, I must admit.
Well played, you two.
The ceremony is complete.
All right, well, let's head on back.
Until the next rite.
And let us know if there's anything we'd like to see for the next one. Otherwise, of course, if not, we can always, like we just did for the previous one, leave it up to the players to take whatever they'd like. Oh. An Exile's request from Lilac. Players must choose their top 3 favorite characters and tell people why they like what they like most about each character from a character perspective, not a gameplay perspective.
Interesting.
Anything in addition to that, or will that be all? Seems like that's it. So let's see what the players think.
The fate versus the essence.
We're back at the book.
Welcome.
Oh, the song.
Who shall conduct the rites?
Yeah, we can do it for the next one. Sorry, Lilac. Didn't quite manage to squeeze that one in. So yeah, 3 favorite characters from a character standpoint, not a gameplay standpoint.
Yeah, I like Ulmer. Big fan of his. I don't know, I just like his interactions between him and his dad, and him and the Nightwings, him and the Stowaway in particular. A lot of fun. I like the character.
Alma.
All right. Now, are these necessarily in rank order? Are we trying to make a point of picking absolute favorite character first, or is it, yeah, anywhere in the top 3 in no particular order, are we thinking?
That's a good question.
I don't know if you guys have a very clear-cut 1, 2, and 3, or if it's a little blurry.
I don't have a really clear cut 1, 2, and 3. I'm just picking my top 3, I guess.
I'll pick in order if I can. I think Tizo is just extremely cute, really cool. He just wants to help people, to help his fellow exiles. He's just here, like the best pet ever. Best friend, I don't know.
Tizo.
So we have Ulmer, we have Tizo on the other side.
Yeah, I like our stowaway friend here. I like the fact that you get to choose her name. I think that's very, very interesting and very neat detail that you don't really see games, ever do. And I like that she's a very good partner for Ulmer. I think it's a really cute ending when the two of them end up on the same side.
Tay.
I think Edwin is a very well written character. He's always very helpful, he shows concern. And he still expresses the fact that his own sins, his own responsibilities are his. He's not putting everything on you, but he still wants to help everyone. Really interesting character.
Hedwin.
So I like Delbert quite a lot. I think I'm a big fan of like the venerable old man personalities in a lot of media, a lot of fiction. I think he's a good father to Ulmer. I think he's very their interaction, their relationship is actually kind of it's a unique take, I think, on like the rebellious son versus the dutiful son, where Ulmer kind of embodies both, and Delbert sort of has to, calm him down and also try and still make him more wise as he as they sort of go through their journey of, being exiled.
Dalbert.
I think my last one is Bertrude. She comes off as weird and awkward at first, but it turns out she's just very old, really nice, but only to the people she has selected, and I really like the interaction she has with Volfred. She's in love with him, but she has learned that it's fine that he does not love her back. You don't see that very often in stories, yeah, it's fine. And they're fine with it, both of them. I think that's really interesting. Ready?
Ready.
There we go. The top 3 for both players.
Now to the flame. Commence.
From a character standpoint, not a gameplay standpoint, but now here comes the gameplay, of course, so we'll see how that all translates as Phaler gets us started with a 20 damage plunge from Dalbert. Stowaway, this time teleports and throws for 20. Palmer, blocked, banished. Tizo, blocked. Now Stowaway back at it. That's a 20 damage throw as well. Albert, he's quick. And he hops around and in for 20. Means one score might be all Phaler needs here, but comes up a little short there. But with that throw, Phaler takes the win.
The fate prevails.
GG.
GG.
Fire yet burns with vigor and resolve.
Well played, you two.
The rite is ended.
All right. Let's head on back.
Until the stars align.
And let us know if there's anything we'd like to see for the next one. Now, we've seen some record-setting rites, usually in the book, but with like triple cur. Just go straight for the orb every single time with prayer beads or something like that. Right, the one in the campaign where they just forfeit. Spoiler alert. Well, let us know, chat, if there's anything we'd like to see for the next one. Otherwise, of course, we can always leave it up to the players to take whatever they want. That works too. Previous one was all based on their favorite characters from a character rather than gameplay standpoint. Not seeing anything here, though. Oh, hold on. Exile requests are on cooldown. Sounds like Lilac was going to make an Exiles request, if not for that fact. Maybe in that case, while things are on cooldown, we'll get this next one started and just leave it up to the players. Except before we load in, I did just remember that Lilac did have the... what was it? The song request that we just missed for the last one. Let me at least make sure we get that in for Path to Glory, I assume is what you meant by Lendl as your song request.
The fate shall
Oh, and we're back at the Glade. Okay. Lots of small arenas today.
Welcome. shall conduct the rites.
No requests, at least outside of that song request. So the team composition, at least, is all up to you. A power casting Snadra in the first spot for Phaler. A ringed Snadra in the lead spot for Spheris. Phaler will go quick throwing manly. Ferris will go Speedy Volfred. Now bear in mind that was not technically quarterback manly, although it was maybe quarterback adjacent, so this is not quite a repeat of that fateful rite. So it is somewhat reminiscent of that, as now we get Prayer Beads, Tamitha in the last spot for Phaler. Spheris may or may not have any idea what I'm referring to.
What?
The character that you just took, Volfred with that talisman,
Yeah.
has a bit of a history.
All right.
The Webbed Lanthorn Rachi in the last spot for Spheris. So here we go. Players choosing their preferred teams here. Well shielded there, but Phaler still had an exile left and still able to plunge in with that exile for 20 damage from Prayer Beads Tamitha. And a little bit of help from the Sap Shield on Snadra, at least initially there. Then second go round wasn't quite as effective. Oh, big cast there from Phaler. Sapling complicates things just enough to buy Spheris some time to get a defender back, and with Shoulder Smash, Snadra, rather than getting blocked, instead just deletes the defender, and then Phaler throws that one in with Manly for 25. Combination of the Shoulder Smash plus that Sap Shield makes it very hard to stop Snadra once she gets momentum. Here is Ferris's Snadra looking to do the same thing. This time she is blocked, though.
Sandra didn't see that coming.
And then another 25 damage throw from Manly. Snadras just delete each other at the beginning of the round. Perfectly synchronized. You love to see it. It was beautiful. It was a masterpiece.
Glorious.
There is Snadra. Oh, and Spheris did not want to go through that portal.
No more than a lick of flame remains.
One score, maybe all that Phaler needs. This could be it,
Oh
except
no, rekindle. I saw.
that Spheris has
That's quite
50
GG, yeah.
rekindling.
She's taken.
Still a ways left to go in this match. For that reason, as now it is Snadra for Spheris. Once again, the orb a little bit blocked by that portal, not entirely. Now Spheris back at full strength. Except the orb can go through the portal, but doesn't take very far. It is right next to the entry point, more or less. Here's Phaler. Snadra, blocked. The other Snadra, banished. Tamitha says, those saplings, they do not trouble me.
Good. Ouch.
Once again, the Snadras cancel each other out, although that means no one back here defensively for Spheris, so an opportunity here for Phaler to throw that one in for 20.
The orb is taken.
Snadra, banished. Bullfred shields off the harp.
Banishment.
Raji gets rid of Snadra. Moves in aggressively, gets rid of the last of Phaler's defenders. Spheris, not quite enough time to make it in there, though. Phaler gets Tamitha back. Here is Tamitha.
A bit of a
She's
blunder.
banished once more. Phaler back in possession with Snadra, shielded, but eventually banished nonetheless. Tamitha's turn switches in to Manly and has that throw ready to go, and it's almost enough. And at this point, the rekindling has happened. That means one score at this point could be all that Phaler needs.
And it is done.
And there it is.
GG.
GG.
Their adversaries did not even come close.
Well played, you two.
The rite is done.
All right. Let's head on back.
Until the next rite.
We have a request here from Frost. Okay. Exile request. You must pick first the exile that would lead your triumvirate in the campaign.
Right.
Anything else in addition to that? We're seeing the team captains in the lead spot. Looks like that might be it, though. Yeah, Dalbert for Phaler, and then Tamitha for Spheris is what that would translate to. Both in the first position. Not
You
seeing...
may want to reset the song.
Oh! Good catch. Not seeing anything else, though. So I think that is it. Dog, bird, bird, dog. Bird dog is the name of an exercise, for what it's worth. That is a thing.
The fate shall take on the essence.
But is it the name of a dog
Well,
or of a bird?
who shall conduct the rites?
It is a question that has troubled scholars for decades.
Dalbert.
Well, there is Dalbert, the Fate Captain. And here is Tamitha, the Essence Captain. From here on out, it's all up to the players. And very well may be that those were characters that the players were thinking about taking regardless. But don't know to what extent that might change their strategy here. They may still be able to go with what they would have otherwise selected. As we get Fate member number 2 for Phaler, Dalbert, and Raji. but does not complete the set, instead goes for an exploding deluge in the last spot. Spheris, of course, took
Hang on,
Tamatha.
you got the hangover effect there. Yeah.
Oh, yes, careful.
We have a patch for this that's out. Lids, you should probably ask, I think, Core to help you
Core
install
has
that, because that's... Yeah, either Core or I think either one of them could help you to install that.
Okay. So it's Tamatha and then Vids Paulette. And in the last spot, extra presence for Headwind.
Commence.
Dalbert. Down he goes. Down goes the other team captain. Dalbert's back, though. But his throw is intercepted.
What happened there?
Eventually it is Dalbert who gets us started here. And with prayer beads, he has returned. There's Paulette. Down she goes, only to be quickly brought back, although Phaler, was charging up the throw, ended up being a plunge. Did have C's chance, though. So he did lose his worm for this round, but got a little bit of extra damage, and didn't need the worm on that occasion, as he was able to get the job done with just Dalbert that time round. Dalbert, for a second it looked like he ran straight through the Pyre, but after doubling back, made it in.
Now end the ceremony.
And with that plunge, it is Dalbert and the Fate who take the win.
Thing. GG's.
A glorious performance, I must say.
Well played, you two.
Thus end this night's proceedings.
All right. Well, let's head on back.
Until the stars align.
And we do have a request this time. And Phaler says this one will be his last. Okay, so then we'll be looking for someone to swap in and take Phaler's place. Lilac had kinda, sort of, but not exactly expressed interest. Let me know. Okay, I take that to mean that yes, Lilac is interested, and Honor is also interested as well. Okay, so maybe in that case, what we'll do is maybe we'll do a little bit of a staggered switch, and that way we can just get a little more matchups in. So we'll do one more between Phaler and Spheris. Then we'll swap Lilac in for Phaler. So then we get Lilac and Spheris in for a match or two. And then after that, we can swap in Honor for Spheris. If that makes any sense. How does that sound? But as for this match right here, Honor has requested archetypes. So we can break those out. As a reminder, basically, they are the guidelines for how the players ought to either set up or play their teams. There are 33 of them that will get randomly assigned to each player, and I will DM them so that only they know. Their opponent will not know what their strategy is supposed to be. Let me just get the random number generator up. Okay. So, Phaler is player 1, so I'll roll for him first. 1 out of 33. Phaler, you are gonna get this one. 1 second. Phaler, your archetype is in. Now gonna roll for Spheris. Okay, Spheris, your archetype is in.
I see.
And if either of you have any questions, you're welcome to just shoot me a message on Discord, and I'll answer you there. That way, you don't have to reveal your archetype to your opponent. So let me know if either of you do have questions. Otherwise, at the very least, let's maybe just boot up the match to see what arena we end up in, because that might influence how you two want to set up your teams.
The fate versus the essence.
Some archetypes are a little more
Welcome.
based around the setup, others based more around how the players execute in the match themselves. Remember that there are probably several ways you can build around your team in that way, but you don't necessarily need to go absolutely 100% all in. It should be an important component of your strategy, but it doesn't need to be every possible way to build around whatever archetype you've been assigned. I didn't double check, but I take it based on how both of you are starting to set up your teams that neither of you had questions?
No questions.
Okay, perfect.
Exile.
We have a Can Singularity on Gareth in the first spot for Spheris. We have Hamatha as the lead, and now Webbed Lanthorn on Raji in the second spot for Phaler. Exploding Pamatha in the second spot for Spheris. Phaler goes Prayer Beads Bertrude with his final choice. Typhoon Bottle Snadra is the last selection for Sphere. So here we go. Both players randomly assigned an archetype. Only they know, their opponent does not know what that archetype is. And it is Spheris getting us started with a 20 damage plunge here. I don't believe had Prayer Beads on Pamatha, so she's now gone in this round. Gets the orb back, although the Can Singularity procs and disrupts Phaler's plan a bit there, and indirectly at least helps Spheris to get the orb back. Here is Phaler, now with the orb. Raji and now Hamatha starting to move in. Make that Bertrude, who actually is the one who ends up plunging here. Good for 30.
Shall the fate press their luck, perhaps?
Gareth teleports, but gets banished in the process, though Spheris does bring him back, but Phaler still has the orb here, once again with Bertrude, but Bertrude goes down. There's the Can Singularity for you.
Someone grasp the orb.
Orb unclaimed, and it is right in front of Spheris' Pyre. Ooh, although Phaler missed an opportunity there. It seemed as though there was a chance, at least, to get a fairly quick and simple score. Might have been looking for something worth a little more than that, as he did ultimately end up getting 30 damage, and I think the alternative would have been perhaps just 15. Bertrude pushed a little out of the way there. That throw, slightly short of the target. So Spheris able to retrieve. Brings back Gareth, activates the Can Singularity. Chaos ensues, but Phaler has the orb and is able to plunge. Gareth teleports, goes down. Phaler gets the orb, plunges in, and takes the win. GG.
Accomplished effortlessly, I might add.
Well played, you two.
The rite is complete.
All right, well, that was an archetypes match. You two are welcome to share what your archetypes were, if you would like.
Until the
Sure.
stars
I had
align.
infinite/super stamina, emphasize using high or infinite stamina exiles, masteries, and or talismans. So I got the recovering stamina harp to just fly across the arena as fast as I could. I had the infinite stamina portals on the imp, And I had the Mastery on the Crone that increases their total stamina.
And then Spherus, fun fact, had
Yeah.
an archetype that we had yet to see. You all probably could guess that Bottled Void was on there somewhere on the list of archetypes, but that was the first time anyone rolled it. It was one of the ones that the random number generator just really did not want to land on. Alright, but with that...
Truly amazing.
Well done. I don't know how much you've tried it before, Spherus, but it's truly chaotic.
It's good when you're not forced to pick it, I guess.
Well, it's good to get practice with it.
Yes.
Alright, and with that, I think we were going to swap Phaler out here to get Lilac in, if that still works for the two of you. I think Phaler already swapped out. So GG's, Phaler. Thanks for stopping by. Good to have you, as always.
Of course. Welcome to the club, Spherus. Happy to play against you.
Thanks. It was nice.
Right, catch you later, Phaler. And Lilac, are you good to go? I mean, I suppose, if for whatever reason Lilac is not available to swap in right now, we also had a Nor waiting in the queue, so worst comes to worst, we could swap around the order if necessary. But no, Lilac is ready to go. Okay, perfect, perfect. Put me in, coach. We are making the substitution. Invite should be on its way. I think that is Lilac announcing their arrival.
Hello.
Hello,
Hello.
Lilac.
Wait, what was announcing my arrival?
Something that you did made a sound. I'm not sure what it
that
was, but
That was the sound of my chair.
okay.
Is what it was.
That was my guess.
All right. Well, I think we were not able to get Spherus playing against Lilac until today because
Correct.
it was always a keyboard mouse versus keyboard mouse problem because Steam Remote Play / Pyre does not like that.
Why doesn't it? Why doesn't it? I'm very curious.
It just doesn't understand that it's possible for there to be two keyboard mouse players. It's very
Of course.
simple, fundamental, but unfortunately, for whatever reason, was just not.
Because it's a remote place to play on one game, and in one game, it's really rare that games support multiple mouses or keyboards.
Yeah.
It's like you're playing on only one machine.
Yeah, I mean, technically, we kind of are playing all on one machine. You're all playing on my machine, so even if it doesn't seem like it, that is functionally the way that it works. All right, then let me just see. So I'm going to swap you guys around this way just so that Spherus remains on the
Yeah, I'm
essence.
still player 2. That's good.
And then Lilac, let me just
I
make sure
would
that you have controls.
Chastity.
You do, okay. And Chastity for you. And then I did see that Lilac, upon making that entrance, also did another archetypes request. So I think this will be our first ever match between Lilac and Spherus, and that is how we will get things started then.
Interesting.
Love me some archetypes.
Well, now that we just had that one revealed is maybe a strong word, since again, I imagine that many of you guessed it was on the list somewhere. I'd have to double check. There may not be many, if any, that we've yet to see. That was one of the ones that had long eluded us. There might not be any left. Definitely still ones that happen to show up way more than others, but... So Lilac, let's just double check that the controls are what you want.
Yep.
Okay, and actually...
Also, my cursor is still a bundle of pixels for
Wonderful.
whatever reason.
Spherus, can you just move your cursor for a split second here?
Yeah, I can move the cursor.
Oh,
I
sorry.
should
Your,
be
like,
able
analog
to.
stick on your controller?
I cannot. But maybe I have to go into the menu
Oh,
myself.
maybe because you're
no?
player
I don't
2?
remember.
Technically speaking, I think by using mouse presets, it overrides something that we like to have on the controller players. Because apparently every once in a while, Sparus, let me know if this happens. There's a chance that in this next match, as you are
When I
trying
sprint,
to...
it swaps exiles as well.
Yeah, either sprinting or passing, something like that. It might end up swapping some exiles.
I
Hopefully
wrote her
that doesn't
save
happen.
us. I wrote her save us.
Well, that is the fix, is to go to that screen and override that input. But to the surprise of perhaps no one, Pyre/Steam Remote Play does not even want to cooperate and let us make that change. So, wonderful.
We have to mod 20 things.
Yeah, you mod one thing, and then that leads to you needing to mod 20 more things, and then it just turns into a chain reaction. Alright, well, let me tab back over to the random number generator and list of archetypes, and I will start rolling for you two. And now Lilac is player 1, so Lilac, I will roll your archetype first. Okay, there is your archetype, Lilac. Let me roll.
Thank you. Here's something in exchange.
Oh no. Oh no. Okay, and now... Oh no. You're lucky I didn't just immediately kick you. Now... Here is yours, Sparus. Let me know if either of you have any questions. While you're thinking about that, we'll just load in, see which arena we end up on.
The chastity shall now
Okay, it
face
is the Pit of Malith,
essence.
which is a small enough arena that can sometimes influence the player's approach.
The rites.
Oh wait, I'm player 1. Okay. Hello? 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 Okay, there we go.
It's me.
There we go.
I kept clicking it, but it kept going.
Oh,
going
also,
back.
hold on 1 second. The stream is frozen on the menu
Oh, no.
screen. 1 second.
That's not good.
Streamlabs. Actual screen you're supposed to see. There we go. Okay. Now we're good. Fortunately, I saw that before anyone did anything.
Choose someone.
You missed nothing. Don't worry. It is the Pit of Malith. That is all you need to know, really.
What is does present size like have a cap like how
It does,
40.
yes. Cap is
40.
40, I think.
If you pick the mastery on Relic, it's the maximum. If you get more presence, it doesn't increase the radius anymore.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And technically, the higher the number goes with any stat, the more diminishing returns there are, so you don't really gain much by boosting a stat that is already really high, in general.
I forgot why would you want to turn into a howler deliberately?
It
What
is a
is it?
counter for the Crone Salute. That's the most common reason for it.
Okay.
Otherwise, yeah,
I
in the
could not think of-
nichest of circumstances.
I could not think of a reason that you would deliberately do that.
Yeah, I mean, otherwise, obviously, you turn into a defensive liability. Your base movement speed is faster, but you can't jump, you can't fly, you can't banish. If you do get banished, you create a circle that slows your opponents down, which is probably still worse than just being a normal imp and trying to banish them in the first place, but maybe in the most niche of circumstances, there might be one situation in which that actually is beneficial. Oh, and also, I didn't double check, but again, let me know if either of you have questions, I can tab over to Discord to answer them. Okay, lose bow on, or should I say the nutrition stick?
I was like, what's lose
What is
bow?
that? What is that nonsense? I don't think I've said those two words together in probably like 2 or 3 years. There is a speedy Orlek for Lilac in the second spot.
More speedy than speedy.
Yeah.
He's just a big savage at this point. Why can I not? Sometimes I can't move the cursor, I don't know why.
Oh, yeah, sometimes it does that, but yeah, if you pause and then unpause, oftentimes it lets you move it again. Prayer Beads, Gareth, Force Ferris, and a reminder that, yes, the players do have their archetypes, but if you feel like you've already done a lot to build around your archetype, you don't necessarily need to go all in on it.
I always go all in.
You can. That is encouraged in a way, but if you feel like you've done enough, that may be sufficient as Lilac breaks out the canned singularity on Bertrude. That'll certainly get Sferris's attention.
Why is it called Can Singularity?
I think the origin story of it was that for the longest time, it was considered the worst talisman in the game. Speaking of strategies that seemed like they never had any use case for them, it was one of those, until eventually a few people started to come up with ways to make it more useful, and it got to the point where Core in particular would start setting up for it, and I would, as soon as he took Bottled Void, I would call out the fact that he took Bottled Void and imply as to what his strategy was about to be, and he was like, Lids, stop revealing my whole strategy to my opponent. So it amounted to basically just a...
I think we're controlling the same team.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm controlling the input controller.
Okay, 1 second. It amounted to a way to describe the talisman while at the same time avoiding revealing Core's strategy, even though, you know, it's... Obviously, it's still referring to the same thing.
Okay.
How's this? Better?
Okay, we're back.
We're good.
Thank you.
Alright, so this is the first matchup between Lilac and Sferris. Previously, both players were on keyboard mouse, and you can't have two players playing against each other when they're both on keyboard mouse. And it is Lilac getting himself to a quick start here. That's a couple of scores. First for 15, now for 30. The plunge from Bertrude, but she is now gone in this round. Orlek off the wall and in for 25.
This is not looking good. Okay.
Black magic jump. Oh, everyone goes down except for Palmas. Palmas has this sapling, which might do just enough. Oh no! To avoid getting banished, but in blinking in goes down. But the quick follow-up from the saluting savage sets up Gareth, and he had prayer beads, so he is back. Is not even a sacrifice for Sferris there, as Lilac now plunges in for 15. does drop Spheris to 15 as Lilac breaks out the Crone Salute. Now, this would be the situation where you could benefit from the Imp Salute. Do not be a defenseless Howler. And with no rekindling, that score is all Lilac.
No rekindling. I should have.
GG.
So I kind of flubbed it, I think, with my
The
archetype, even though I was
ceremony is
setting up for
complete.
it, but I didn't really use it that much.
Would you like to
I'll let
describe which one you had?
Yeah. I got cherry picking. Leave a character close to the opposing pyre, even when you don't have the orb, so that you can quickly pass the orb to that character and set up an easy score. I just kept getting easy scores.
I think it's...
Mine was
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
teleporting.
And some arenas inherently favor some archetypes over others, or just kind of make it naturally more difficult to use than others. Like, cherry picking is a lot easier conceptually to do when you have a huge arena, and it's like, okay, I have a character who is all the way on the other side of the arena, and that is meaningful. Whereas on a tiny arena like the Pit of Melith, you take one step forward and suddenly, yeah, I'm kind of already right next to my opponent's pyre.
True.
So it's kind of hard to do it in that way. Almost everything is cherry picking on arenas like that. And for what it's worth, we did just get another archetype for the first time. Spheris is getting all the new ones. We did not previously have the teleporting archetype. That was a recent addition. One that I had originally thought might not have had enough to it, because it mostly comes down to the imp portals, but I figured eventually that there are enough ways to use the imp portals. Still some flexibility there. You could maybe consider the Harp Salute a teleport.
Yes, I thought of it.
Yeah. And that's a cool thing, because whenever I'm making the archetypes, I sort of have an idea or two in my head of, hey, this is probably how I would go about playing this way, and then inevitably, once other people start using them, it's like, oh, I had not even thought of that. Alright, well that was our first match ever between Lilac and Spheris, and another archetypes match at that. We are looking to get a Nor in here soon.
That's gonna be my last one, yes.
That'll be your last one, Spheris?
Yeah,
Alright.
but I will reveal my challenge after. No problem.
Oh, right, I forgot. Spheris is holding on to a challenge.
Oh, yeah.
Conveniently waits until right after switching out.
Yeah, just dropping out, exactly.
Suspicious
Let go, that you can
and
actually-
concerning. Well, Lenore, if you're still interested and available, we can get you in now, but maybe proceed with caution, because Spheris apparently has been scheming.
After this one, right?
Do we want to do one more between you two, and then we'll get a Nor in?
Alright.
That way, maybe we do
I thought that was
one
the plan.
normal one where you two can just take whatever you want, and then we'll get a Nor in after that.
Fair enough.
Okay, yeah, and Nor says that works for her. Okay, let's go for that then. Oh,
The chastity
that's a boat.
shall confront
Yes.
the
Yes.
One person rejoices, the other laments.
Who shall conduct the rites?
Oh, yes. Oh, wait, I'm used to being player 2, and so I get disoriented. I was like, why is it Spheris picking anyone?
You
You don't
do
have
have the
quickness
hangover
on
effect
your-
on Orlek, just as a heads up.
Wait, you don't have quickness.
You have 12
on my
quickness
list.
at the moment.
It's broken.
I mean, doesn't that make it kind of fair?
Well, I
For
mean,
both
his
players?
quickness, I love love the descriptor. He's just average. Just remarkably average. Remarkably unremarkable.
Orlek.
Well, he'll have prayer beads here. And it'll be prayer beads Gareth in the first spot for Spheris. Kerfang Jody in the second spot for Lilac. Infinite Stamina Raji in the second spot for Spheris. Lilac triples down on the demons. That's a speedy Viz Paleth in the last spot.
It's the boat. I gotta.
Somebody had to do it.
That's way too much Pyre health.
There's no such thing as too much Pyre health.
Alright, that's Webbed Lanthorn Tizo in the last spot. So here we go.
Now begin.
Our last matchup between Lilac and Spheris of the day, and the second one they've ever had together, so still new to playing against each other and learning each other's tendencies and strategies. Here's Gareth for Spheris. He's cornered. Is Paleth for Lilac.
The orbs unclaimed
She's
again.
banished. Back with Gareth. Goes the black magic route, but it's not enough to fool Lilac. Ooh, oh, was looking for just a little more boat magic there. Did still get the job done, but was close to getting the ultimate slam dunk.
Ferocity unbridled.
Lilac back with Jody here. Backs up to the first puddle. Not a lot
I
of...
think I'm switching with sprint.
It is doing... Okay, let's try... If you... Can you control anything on this menu here?
Wait.
You go to settings, go to controls, and then on that switch to first, second, and third... Exactly, yeah, just do that. There you go. Oh,
Wait.
yeah, just get the second one in there. There you go. Okay, that theoretically should fix it, and don't worry about that. Okay.
Alright. Was it the wrong example?
Oh no! Kerfang plunge, it's an extra 8 damage. Here is Gareth. Sliding around a little bit with the boat magic and a little bit off the mark, but we'll give it to him. Oh, and going for even more boat magic there. The curse jumps on the boat can be pretty incredible for what it's worth. We don't see them nowadays too often because it's usually the demons who take center stage.
Rose to the occasion.
You were saying?
Lilac demonstrating as to why that is often the case. Here is Gareth. Oh, but he stopped just before he can make it in. Lilac backs it up, moves in with Viz Paleth.
Ooh. Oh no.
Lilac defenseless here for a while at that. So plenty of time for Gareth to plunge, but plenty of Pyre life from all those demon masteries. Warlek. Blocked here. Now banished. Gareth. Out of stamina. Gets it back here. Goes for the black magic, but doesn't work out on that occasion. But Lilac defenseless. So time for Spheris to throw. This time it's for 15. One of the imps.
Surely.
Warlek blocked here. Banished as well. Spheris with Gareth. Oh, but he goes down.
Simply monstrous.
That leaves Viz Paleth versus Tizo. Leth makes it through,
Wherewithal,
and in doing so, drops Ferris down
end the
to
ceremony.
2.
How you feeling, Spherus?
Very nice.
That's
It's
good
not
to know.
0. Sometimes that's all that matters.
That is
Jody?
true.
Punishment for
That is
all.
true. One time I was in a liberation ride against Kohler,
No.
and he got me down. He got me down to 1, and I managed. He got me down to 1 while he was at like 100, and then I somehow managed to beat him after that.
It can be done. It is possible. Oh, magic taking over here. Ferris gets the stop.
That chaos.
Gareth. Oh, sneaky maneuver. Manages to find his way through there.
Now to the flame.
Oh, and nearly did there as well. Now it's Vizpaleth for Lilac. Oh, and Ferris ends up going through the portal, and that makes room for Lilac to get the winning plunge.
Their hapless adversaries stood no chance.
GG.
The rite is done.
Well played, you two. All right. Well, let's head on back,
Until the stars align.
and if it still works for you guys, we can look
So,
to
Ferris-
swap Ferris out and get Anor in.
Yes.
But Spirits, what is this challenge that you've made?
I'm gonna type it so it's, you know,
Alright.
He's not gonna tell you right now. He needs to find the most dramatic way to reveal it.
maybe.
Okay, I'm
Has to wait
intrigued.
for Anor to get in, so that way Anor is committed.
True. You can't let her get away before.
One
Like if
could
you-
say that there is no escape.
Dun dun dun. Or-
Boom,
dun,
boom,
dun.
boom, boom. Invite should be on its way, Anor. Anor knows.
Anor knows what's up.
And also, what's down? Question mark?
The downside.
And or Underworld? Let's try again, Anor.
It's a
Where'd she
custom
go?
request, but I will put something like choose Titan stars just to give points, you know. But it's a custom request anyway.
Okay.
Okay.
Good luck.
Oh. Oh, I see.
You have
What?
to score with the black hoof.
Anor, I wasn't gonna
Well-
say anything, but I was thinking it. The way it looked on my end looked kinda similar to what was happening last week.
See ya.
She's gonna restart Steam. Hopefully, it'll start behaving after that. Otherwise, what? Last week we just resorted to brute force and sending approximately 2 million invites, and then eventually one of them, thankfully, did choose to work, but it sometimes took a little while.
Hello.
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 Oh boy.
Hey guys.
Hello.
Hi. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Alright, let's try this one more time.
Okay, ready? Let's try it. Hopefully this time, maybe, possibly, a little better. Anything? Oh, that sounded
There we
good.
go.
Okay, awesome. All right, so we do have this special challenge from Spheris, for what it's worth, not even giving Anor a chance to warm up here, just going straight into this challenge. Well,
I don't know. If you want one warm-up match before, it's fine, I think.
Okay,
No choice.
Anor, I leave that up
That's
to
good.
you since this is your first match of the day.
It's all good.
All good? Okay, let me just set up Anor here.
Okay.
1 second.
Oh boy.
Then we'll just double check what the details are. Okay, so 10
I'm
pyre life
scared.
each. So in other words, get hit by basically anything.
Just get it once.
Yeah,
So,
score once
yeah.
and you're good. Except
Just
there is a
scoring
twist. You must score with a black hoof, that being the cursed talisman that usually prevents you from holding onto the orb, with a demon. That is possible, but it is very difficult. I do feel as though if... I'm pretty sure Anor has seen this before. Lilac, are you aware of how it is possible to still score with this
I-
setup?
You have to like position yourself directly onto the pyre.
Exactly.
And then, like pass. Someone else is holding the orb. You get your demon set up on directly on the like glass
Pyre,
part,
yeah.
on directly onto the pyre, and then you pass to the demon.
Exactly. Okay, so
Okay.
both players know theoretically how it is done. As for the actual execution of it, well, that's a different matter. Do we want to lock in a specific arena? Because I do feel like there are some arenas that would make this much harder than others. I'm not sure if we would want a small arena or a big arena, but I do feel like there'd be a noticeable difference between those things.
I guess a moderate-sized arena, like medium-sized.
Medium.
hmm
We're looking for something that is very medium, very mid in every way.
Very not a noir.
It's a ridge of
know.
mid.
I
Not
would
good.
advocate for the Ridge of Goal in this case.
I mean, nomads are like the most average class. They're pretty balanced all around, but don't excel in any. Wasn't there like a loading screen tip that was
It
that
was, it was.
basically just said like nomads are kind of mid?
I don't think they quite phrased it that way, but yeah,
They
something
don't
along
have
those
any
lines.
particular advantages, but they're still cool. I think it was something more along those lines.
They're mid, but that's okay. Heart emoji.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's load in. We'll see how the players choose
You don't
to
have to pick
execute.
the demon first spot, whichever spot you want.
Whichever spot you want for the demon.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's fine.
The chastity
I am
of
afraid.
verses, the Nightwing.
The loading screen is actually a little quicker. It's not nearly as dramatic a build-up. I just,
Who shall
okay, we're done.
the rites?
Speedrun strats.
Yeah, actually, though, usually also the fire of your pyre is bigger or smaller depending on how much pyre life you have. So I was kind of expecting that right from the beginning, both of your pyres were going to be absolutely tiny, except they look like they're normal size. I'm curious if that changes once we actually start. It does
By the
actually affect the
way-
size of the hitbox.
By the way, I just realized this would have been way funnier if the match was already started, but now the joke has kind of been ruined. Could you please invite me? 'Cause I'm
Oh,
not in the game.
that would probably help.
Choose someone.
That would help out my gameplay experience a lot, I think. I think it would.
I suppose so. That could be arranged.
We're gonna have a very fun time.
I mean, it could be lightning fast. It could... What happens if someone accidentally scores with someone other than the demon? What do we do then?
Do we have to reset? Do we have to reset?
Well, we know it'll be
right?
quick to reset, as we were just saying.
You just lose, I don't know.
So if I win with anyone other than the Black Hoof Demon, then I lose.
Yeah. Basically.
Okay. Okay, yay. Sounds good to me.
And you're allowed to put that black hoof demon in whatever spot you want.
I'm assuming that
Oh yeah,
demon does not include Orlek.
does Orlek count? Is he allowed?
Nah, he's too fast.
He's too fast. Okay,
Okay.
that's fair.
Even when he's average, he's too fast.
Well, he's not average anymore. If you look at Viz Paleth, on the other hand, that would be a bold
Minus 2
strategy.
quickness, yeah. And it's in the top right if you're looking for the black hole.
No,
Yeah,
no,
let's-
was
I
just
mean, you could
thinking
go more than one demon, right? I assume they're allowed to
Yeah,
take
you
more if
can.
they want.
Can have more demons, but don't mess them up. Like,
Yeah, don't choose the wrong one, right?
Minus 2 quickness.
Do it.
Ooh.
Do it. Wait, what is
Oh.
the description of it? Impaired.
Impaired. Six.
Back to normal.
Leaden.
That's just the way the demons usually are, though. So Orlek being average is actually above average, in a way. Alright, so notably... Well, that was a demon. But it was not the demon.
Teaser.
So we're gonna have 2 demons. on
Yeah,
Lila's
and
side.
Anor starts with an imp instead. Exploding Pamitha. So that means the key demon will have to come in the last spot for Lilac. Whereas for Nor, it'll be Jody right there.
Oh boy.
Jody as well for Lilac. In mirrored positions, interestingly.
That was not intentional on my part.
I'm curious, that might actually be significant. We'll have to see.
Ooh.
And then Nor's last selection.
Ooh.
It's a Titan Tooth on Pamitha. So here we go, a special challenge from Spheris. Both players starting with just 10 Pyre life, but they must score with a demon who is not allowed to hold the orb. As we were just saying, the only way that you can score with such a character is by placing them directly on top of the Pyre and then passing the orb to them. Both players scheming, trying to find ways to set that up. Oh, and this could be the setup that Anor was looking for. Has Jody in position. If she's quick enough, oh, but no, Lilac gets the stop just in time. Anor trying to go back to that strategy, except doesn't have Jody. Almost scored with the wrong character.
Anor, watch yourself. Oh.
Orb inadvertently hits Anor's Pyre, bounces way out to Lilac. And Anor did have a very useful portal, but it has now been moved. Not nearly as convenient as it once was. Ooh, perhaps another opportunity for Anor here, but still needs a little more setup.
The orb is up.
Tries to move Jody into position, but can't do so safely. And now here's Anor's opportunity, except Jody is banished. So the timing doesn't work out. Jody returns now, but Lilac has defenders once again. So it is definitely easier said than done, especially when both players know that that is the only way that their opponent is allowed to score. Opportunity, perhaps, for Anor here, but once again, it just takes a split second
Garrett,
too
are
long.
you happy with what you've done? Are you
Very. I'm glad it's only 10 Pyre health, so you don't have to do an entire match
Right.
of that.
I mean, it definitely can be done. We've already seen a few close calls.
Banished each in turn.
Oh, Anor, I think that time might have deliberately thrown the orb out there.
Okay.
Jody is
I love
down
how-
once again when Anor needs her most.
Jody, you can't do this to us.
Pamitha tries to do the harp salute, but there's no one to switch places with.
What happened there?
Oh my gosh.
To each
Or
his
sets up a good portal. Does she have time to get Jody in position?
United
No, she does, or at least Jody gets banished before she can. Just all these times where it's close, but one or two factors, one or two variables that just aren't quite working the way that Anor needs them to.
One triumvirate
The
stands
circumstances
opposed.
need to be perfect. And here is Anor like, yeah, I could do it now, but there's no Jody. I don't have a choice. Oh, except hold on. Jody in position, but a defender returned.
Struggle all you like,
Could this be Anor's opportunity? Oh no! Needed just a split second more. So close yet so far.
Banished
It can be done. Jody moves in. Oh, but Anor can't get the orb to her quickly enough.
Quickly! At this point, I'm rooting for an or.
Everyone's down for Lilac. Anor, with some time, moves Jody into position. And with that score, Anor completes Sparris's challenge.
Very well played.
Well done. All right. GG.
GG.
Well, let us know,
Forget to
guys, if
put
there's
back,
anything we'd like to do for the
105
next one.
health, but yeah.
Maybe something not as devious as that. Anor, your not boat request. Do you want that for this one? I mean, we kind of did it for the ridge, but then you said,
I have to be right back. But if someone like I'll try not to take too long. But if someone else wants to take my place, that is all right.
okay.
But I will try to be quick.
All
And
right.
I'll be going out now. Thanks for
Thank you for the 4
GG
minutes.
Sparris, thank you for
and well played for
breaking that out.
Farewell for like a few minutes.
Okay.
Bye.
Well, it sounds like in that case, there are a few things we could do here. If there is anyone else who would like to hop in, we could potentially get you in here to play against Anor. Or if we instead are going to wait for Lilac, then we can see if there's anything we can scheme up for Lilac's return. Also, is the in-game audio coming through? Because at least on my screen, it's not clear if it is. Can't tell if it's coming through, but it'll be more obvious, I suppose, when our next RITE starts. But yeah, if there's anyone who would like to get in to take Lilac's place, it sounds like there's a chance Lilac might need a little bit of time, and therefore it may make sense to just replace Lilac altogether. But otherwise, we can, of course, potentially still have these two face off. And sure, I mean, we could, of course, just let them take whatever they want, especially after the previous match. Maybe they would both kind of like to just have the freedom to take whatever setups they prefer. But if there's anything else we would like to do, I'm just saying there's time to start setting something else up. Oh, is it because we technically approach this slightly differently, the menu that we're currently on? What if we do this? Why is there no in-game music right now? That's weird. Obviously, there's other sound. It's not like that's muted. Huh. Strange. But anyways. I guess what I'm saying is, we could set something up. Something really elaborate and devious. Kind of like what we just did, I suppose. And then have it ready to go so that the moment that Lilac returns, we just hit the commence button and then it's too late to escape. There is no escape. But understandable given how we more or less just did something along those lines. Oh, iRotor can jump in? Okay, maybe we do that then, because it seemed like Lilac was suggesting might take a little bit of time before they return. So whether that is replacing Lilac...
I can just get into Lilac's back.
Yeah, whether that's replacing Lilac altogether or just filling in for a few minutes, I'm not entirely sure right now, but if you are okay with being flexible, iRotor, then that is very much appreciated.
Hey, Rotor.
And it means we get to do an iRotor Anor matchup, which is always good. All right. Oh, actually, yeah, let's just see if Anor is still player 2. Or if now iRotor's player 2. Or neither player is... Oh, Anor's player 1? Okay, gotcha. Just set you guys up here then. Anor... iRotor. Swap the Nightwings. Throw on what I anticipate is going to be withdrawn for iRotor. Okay. Alright. No requests from chat at the moment, so maybe we'll just hop in and get a match here between Anor and iRotor, having them take whatever they want. Now the music comes back, of course. I mean, that was kind of to be expected, as I said. I think it was largely just we technically approached the menu from an unusual angle.
Shall now face the withdrawn.
Alright.
Welcome.
So up to you guys to take whatever you want
Who
here.
shall conduct the rites? Rookie.
Prayer Beads Rookie for Anor in the first spot. iRotor goes Prayer Beads on Bertrude. Quick throwing Bertrude for Anor.
Exile.
Speedy Zaxiana for iRotor. Speedy Pamitha for Nor. And then Leeching Ignarius for Iroder. So here we go. Our first matchup of the day between Anor and Iroder. Maybe just a quick matchup. We'll have to see, but good to get these two in for a match. I think it's been a little while since we last saw them on RITE NITE together, and that's a 25 damage throw from Bertrude. That is Anor's Bertrude. But she's banished that time round, so opportunity here potentially for Iroder. There's at least a brief moment there, while Anor was defenseless. Those defenders are back. A little more complicated for Iroder, but he's still able to make it in here for a 30 damage plunge from his crone. And with Prayer Beads, Bertrude is back. But so is Anor plunging with her curve for 20. Because Ruki has Prayer Beads too. Out of stamina there, gets some back, fakes one way, goes the other. Still gets staggered away by Ignarius. Harp. Toxiana stop before she can do anything with that. Now Ruki for Anor, cut off by Ignarius. Ignarius blocked, but then banishes one defender. Blocked by the other defender. Banished. In fact, Ruki taking out 2/3 of Iroder's team, but it's that remaining third, Bertrude, who wins it back. But then she goes down. Bit of a defensive showdown here at the moment. Brazen Manor is now active for Iroder, trying to set up Iggy, but lost the orb in that exchange. In fact, it's Anor who ends up scoring. Bertrude lunges here for 30. Drops Anor down to 40. It looks as though this might be a one-score game for either player. That is, unless they have any particular tricks up their sleeve. But I think even with the Brazen Manor, well, here is Brazen Manor. Rotor is going big.
I almost pity what transpired there.
Pamitha into Bertrude. Bertrude stopped. The other Bertrude for Iroder passes it back before getting banished. Iggy has the Brazen Manor. Ooh, timely switch there. Gets a few banishments, has to reactivate the Brazen Manor. Oh, and in that time, Anor gets a defender back, gets the banishment. Rotor with no Ignarius to switch into has to settle for a Crone Plunge instead, and that's 30 damage. It's good, but it's not enough to finish the job. But it does mean one more at this point is perhaps all that Iroder needs. Anor checks for the Crone's loot, doesn't have it though. Instead goes for the throw, and that's good for 30, and that means this is probably a sudden death match here. One score of any variety in all likelihood from either player would do the trick. Anor in possession with Bertrude. Against Toxiana, sneaks around and in for the win.
The Nightwings prevail.
GG.
A victory so narrowly achieved, and thus more glorious.
Well played, you two.
The rite is ended.
All right. Well, let's head on back.
Until the next rite.
And I think, having not seen or heard anything else from Lilac, we'll, at least for the time being, continue to roll with these two. So if there is anything we'd like to see between them, then let us know. Anor says archetypes. Okay. We can do that. Let's see. So Anor is now player 1, so I'll roll for you first. And Anor, your archetype is that. Let's roll for Iroder. Your archetype is this. Let me know if either of you have questions. Clarifying questions about those archetypes. Otherwise, at least let's start loading in to this arena. Just double check.
The Night Wings.
Oh, this is our first time at the Nest of Trieste today because we've had so many repeat arenas. Let me just double check if either of you had any questions.
Who shall conduct?
Looks like a Nor is good. Don't see anything from my rotor, one way or another, but let me know if you do need clarification. Nor starts with the Ninja Stowaway.
I can't move.
Oh, there you
No,
go.
I can move.
Oh,
okay.
was that you? Right, Nutrition Stick on Palmus. That's iRotor's selection. Speedy Volfred for an orc. Oh, canned Singularity on Tizo for iRotor. Oh, and as a reminder, as I oftentimes say when you're about to pick your third exile, don't necessarily need to go all in on your archetype if you feel like you've already done enough. Obviously, you can go all in, but that's up to you. Hyperpoka, thank you for the follow. Hope you're enjoying the stream. We're doing some multiplayer Pyre and an archetypes match, so both players have a secret theme that they are building their team around here. Only they know. Their opponent does not know what their theme is. Some of them are more based on the setup of their characters. Other archetypes are based on their actual play style. Now that the match has begun, we'll see how they execute here. There is the Stowaway, and she has the angle to throw that one in for 20. Hello, Exile. Welcome to the downside. Multiplayer Pyre, Rite Night action. Or another throw in from the Stowaway, good for 20. This time she stopped. Lendl activates the Can Singularity. Everyone is banished on an Aura side, but has either Numbing Gust or Typhoon Numbing Gust. So that prevents iRotor from sprinting, jumping, throwing, or using any other special abilities while everyone is banished on an Aura side, so may need to find another way through rather than banishing everyone, as Anor finds a way through with the throw. Stowaway. This time the throw is intercepted. Almas. And Tizo. Almas sets up the sapling, but then gets a sapling exploded on him. Stowaway goes ninja strats. And it works. Score Scoring for 20 here. Stowaway.
Hello.
Over to Tamitha. What's up, Lilac?
I have returned. I'm assuming.
GG.
That was
Assuming that I have been replaced.
Well, iRotor said he was able to hop in for a little bit while you were away. And so,
No longer away.
I need to play one more against Anor and then hop out of it.
yeah, how does that sound? We go one more here between Anor and iRotor, then we'll get Lilac back in. Does that work?
That works for me.
All right, awesome. Well, let us know, in that case, if there is anything we'd still like to see between Anor and iRotor before we swap iRotor out.
So, Arthur, what did you have? Explosions?
Oh, right, I forgot. Yeah, that was an
No,
archetypes match.
chaos.
You feel free to
But,
explain what your archetypes
it's
were.
like the worst map for it because you have so much space to go around any chaos any might cause.
Oh, okay. Mine was salute-centric, which is self-explanatory.
Salute-centric for Anor and chaos for iRotor is what we had there. I have to, hold on, I'm going to quickly double check, because we got a few archetypes for the first time today. There is a chance that we've now seen every archetype at least once. Let me just go through. We've definitely seen that. Yes. 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 I think so. I don't remember if we've seen that one. There's a chance that one has not yet been seen. Yes, 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 yes. I think at least once. Yes, 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 yes. Chance we haven't seen that one either. Yes, 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 yes. I think we've had that one once, and same with that. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, there are only a couple that I just don't remember if we've had them or not. There is a chance that we've now seen every archetype at least once. Of course, given how they're all randomized, the chances of us getting the same exact matchup from one match to the next is still like 1 in 1,000. But theoretically, you may have knowledge of most/all of what the potential archetypes are, if you've been taking note. All right. But while I was checking that, did anyone scheme anything up they want to see, or are we thinking we'll just leave this one up to Anor and iRotor to go with whatever they would like? And made a short comic or zine? Is that a like word for
Zine.
Zine? Oh, as in like magazine, but is it specifically zine because it's smaller / shorter than a full-blown magazine, or is that just?
I think that's the like why it's called that. I'm not sure actually.
Or is that just because it's easier to say? I don't know. But either way, cool. Not seeing any requests here, so I think we'll just hop in and leave this one up to Anor and iRotor to go with whatever they want.
I'm gonna be right back one more time, and then
Alright.
by the time I return, I will hopefully. Was I gonna?
I
swap
mean, if
my
not,
game?
then maybe we
After
can have
this
these two
match,
stick
we'll
around,
find.
so.
All right, be right back again.
Like fanzine? Quick throwing Bertrude for Anor. Planning for part 2 in 2027. 10 years of oh yeah. 10 years, wow. Oh, that just makes us feel old. Solium's Horn on Jodariel there for Anor. Iroder took Vizpaleth in the first spot. Followed by a speedy Tizo. Webbed Lanthorn Tizo for Anor. And then finally, it is Palmas for Iroder. So here we go, in what could end up being our last matchup between Anor and Iroder today. Maybe not, depending on what Lilac's schedule is looking like. Oh, Iroder gets the orb back there and nearly was able to quickly plunge, but Anor sweeped things up with Jody and has infinite stamina after going through the portal with her. She's blocked here, gets a couple banishments, but then gets banished just before she can plunge. Ooh, the banishing throw from Vizpaleth. Used to good effect here by Iroder. Still loses Vizpaleth in that exchange. Anor wants to use the portal for infinite stamina, does end up going through it, but Iroder saw it coming. Though Jody got so speedy after going through, except with the Typhoon Bottle / Numbing Gust, there's a pretty dramatic difference between infinite stamina Demon and Demon who is completely unallowed to sprint. Goes in with extra damage on the Imp. Yeah, right. These weren't the skill points that I'd hoped to invest. Back pain, sore joints. That's not the build I was looking for.
Somebody get the orb. All banished.
Typhoon Bottle activates here, but Anor is... Oh! Sets up a portal. I don't know, she might have been close enough to just walk that in with the Imp, but was trying to be a little more ambitious with it.
No mercy shown.
As to whether that was the right move or not is hard to say. Obviously, it didn't amount to anything on that occasion, and now the portal gets reset, and now Iroder plunges. So one way or another, nothing came to it. Came of it.
Very fortunate for the withdrawn.
Well shielded. Almas helping out Tizo at least initially there, but does end up going down. Now infinite stamina on Anor's Jodariel. She's banished nonetheless.
The orb is up.
Almas gives it up to Tizo, now working by himself though. He's blocked, but gets it back, and makes it in.
Douse them higher. Such chaos.
Couple banishments there in the middle. It's Bertrude for an orc who emerged, only to quickly be banished soon thereafter.
Vampire's flames grow weak.
30 damage plunge from Anor's demon, Jodariel. With no prayer beads though, that means she's out in this round and currently just Tizo back defensively to stop the opposing Tizo.
There's a
But I
problem.
think Iroder might have the extra speed, made him just elusive enough to make it through there. Bertrude
Bertrude's aim was true.
gets 30 damage from that throw. Trying to clear out some space with those casts as well, but gets caught in Palmas's aura.
A second
Jody chases him down.
the orb is taken.
Vizpaleth with the vanishing throws. Nor scoops it up though. That throw is unblockable, but it was off target. Oh, except Nor happy to pick the orb back up right next to Iroder's Pyre, able to throw that one in. It does drop him down to 10 Pyre life. Now, of course, he does have a sap. May have some rekindling. But Anor is on 30 Pyre life, which means one demon score could be all that he needs. Anor notably does not have a sap, and very likely does not have any rekindling.
The orb.
Could just be a one-score game for Iroder.
Why, that was all.
Score that he's looking for? Right here.
Gee.
GG.
Withdrawn prevail.
Well played, you two.
Their pyre nearly was extinguished there, but no.
Is Lilac back?
The
I thought I
ceremonies
might have
will
heard
Lilac-
Lilac.
Lilac is back.
Guess who's back? It's
till
Lilac.
the stars align.
Back
Alright.
again.
I chose to mix it up a little bit for a couple of reasons.
Okay, then thanks for the rides.
GG's iRotor,
Great.
thanks for stopping by.
Thanks.
And see you
Catch you
if
later.
I can.
That's okay, I can
Actually
free
open
you.
my Discord window again.
Alright. I think, let me just double check. I think, Lilac, you might still be in. Are you? Maybe not.
No, I'm
Okay.
not.
Okay, let me re-invite you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
And I will still be Chastity.
Okay, I'll just make sure. Yep, you have controls. Okay, set you up here. All right. So, let us know if there's anything we'd like to see between Anor and Lilac. They obviously did play a little bit earlier. Then we had a break. We had an interlude with iRotor. And now Lilac is back. So, these two have both had their warm-up. If there is anything we'd like to throw at them, we can certainly do it here. Otherwise, we could always leave it up to them to take whatever they want. That's also an option.
How many more matches until the liberation?
Yeah, probably getting pretty close now. Do either of you have any time constraints that we should factor in?
I have none.
Okay.
I can
Same.
go all night.
Pretty much the same.
Pretty much the same? Okay.
Alright.
So yeah, I think at least a couple more works for me. Could do a little more than that if we want, but not seeing any requests this time round. So why don't we hop back in and just leave this one up to the two of you.
The Night Wings versus the Chastity. Welcome.
Alright, so no requests from chat.
Who shall conduct the rites?
That means this is all up to you to go with whatever you'd like.
Bertrude.
Quick throwing Bertrude. That's Anor's first selection.
For a second, I was like, did you just pick Headwind, no Talisman, no Masteries?
It's a bold strategy, Cotton.
Bertrude.
Quick throwing Bertrude for Lilac.
Tizo.
Webbed Lanthorn Tizo in the second spot for Anor.
It is hangover.
Oh, yep, he does have a hangover. Careful. Unless you want an impaired... Okay.
Tizo.
An impaired Tizo it is.
Headwind.
Power casting Headwind is Anor's final selection. Power casting Headwind for Lilac. Alright, here we go with what seems to be some pretty similar teams on either side, so we'll see how these two match up here as Headwind demonstrates the power of the power casting,
The Night Wings.
setting up this uncontested 20 damage throw for Anor. Ooh, and Anor was quick and snaked through much of Lilac's team there, but the throw was off target. Headwind follows up with a series of banishments and does what he did last time, using that to enable an uncontested throw. Now Lilac's Headwind, so Headwind versus Headwind. Obviously that means the Headwinds cancel out. It's a simple math problem, really. It's first grade, SpongeBob.
Why, that was rather bold.
As Anor throws that one in for 30. I wumbo, you wumbo, he, she, we throw the orb in for the winning score, wumbo.
And what a crushing
The study of wumbology.
The rite is complete.
Well played, you two. GG. Well, let's head on back.
Until the next rite.
Let us know, chat, if there is anything we'd like to see for the next one. Oh, okay. Anor has turned Customize off for another round of randomized Exiles, Masteries, and Talismans. Not even going to get to see those things in advance, just going to get thrown straight into the action. Could still do an arena or a song if we'd like. Those are the two main things that...
I'm choosing violence.
Ah, okay. I see. Violence on your keyboard as well. Yup. At ease! At ease, soldier! Alright, let's get this one started.
The Night Wings shall confront.
Alright, so for Anor,
the
it is
chastity
a Harp, a Savage, and a Cur. For Lilac, it is a Savage, a Harp, and a Demon.
into the
So actually, once again, pretty similar setups here, at least when it comes to the classes. Of course, remains to be seen what else we have here, as Anor gets us started with a 20 damage Harp Plunge. No prayer beads on Zoxiana, so she is now gone in this round. Lucky Break on Dalbert, we learn, but that's not going to stop Lilac from plunging in here for 30 with Viz Paleth, who is now gone in this round, as she does not have prayer beads either. Stowaway. Bright Wisp, automatically passing the orb to a teammate when she goes down. So several talismans that are making themselves known here. Is not always the case with Customize off. Bit of a rare luxury. Zoxiana blocked.
The orb
Now
is
back with Anor here. Her Zoxiana. Ulmer. vanished. Oh, he has false step. That is very useful information for an Or to know. Doesn't need it here, though. Instead, throws it in for 20. And Lilac, we also saw, had extra starting Pyre life, which I assume came from the demon, although admittedly I didn't see if there was even more coming from a talisman as well. Zoxiana blocked. Now the other Zoxiana has it back. Or almost, but not quite able to sneak through there. Ispaleth trying to invoke the boat magic. But Anor wasn't having it. Oh, Anor has Can Singularity on Zoxiana. For what it's worth. See if that plays out. Anor technically has False Step and Can Singularity, not on the same character. But there might be enough tools there to make it work.
Both of us have webbed feet.
At least one of you does. Do both of you have it?
I know I have it, but I kept thinking that I can't tell if Anor.
Oh, Lilac has the Easter eggs. There it is. With the power of Easter. Oh, it was canceled out by the Can Singularity. Maybe not directly, but I would like to believe that it was.
Now to the flame.
Stowaway for Lilac, blocked. Vanishes one defender and able to make it in for a 20 damage plunge. That means the Stowaway is now gone in this round. Here's Almer for Anor. Down he goes.
Yeah, I think Almer has webbed feet as well.
I definitely saw a lot of it. I couldn't tell if it was just coming from one of you or if it was both of you. I think there are some very similar setups here.
I can't see why webbed feet would have an effect on you. So I can only assume.
Yeah. I think you're right. Zoxiana plunges here for Anor. That's 20 damage. There is also an Easter egg. Which Anor races toward and gets. And now there's no catching her. With the power of the Easter egg.
Anything is possible.
Anything is possible. Exactly.
Anything can happen.
Lilac. Able to make it through. Oh my word. The 30 damage demon plunge, and suddenly that means one score could be all that Lilac needs. Anor, I don't think there's any way she could do it with one score. It would need to be two, even if she had extra damage coming from a talisman that had yet to reveal itself.
Why, that was all of them.
But everyone down on Lilac's side, so opportunity for an uncontested 20 damage throw, and now we do have what at least seems to be a sudden death match. Here comes Anor, and with that score, takes the win. GG.
Their adversaries came ever so close.
Well played, you two.
Thus end this night's proceedings.
All right, let's head on back.
Until the stars align.
Turn the customize back on. We'll make the arena random once again. Let us know if there is anything you guys would like to see for the next one. Oh.
Does anyone... I was gonna challenge someone to come up with a really interesting request.
Oh?
Mostly because I have very few ideas.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, we did get that devious challenge from Spheris earlier today, so I don't know if we want to tempt fate again.
I was gonna say, Lids, do you have any ideas?
I mean... simples are more simple stuff. There's obviously the archetypes, but we've already done a fair bit of those today, so I wouldn't necessarily push us back in that direction unless you guys really wanted to. Well, actually, I do have an idea. For something that I was trying to do earlier today, didn't really manage to pull off to the extent to which I would have liked to have done.
Oh?
That being... taking a little pit stop at the pit for some good
Okay.
old-fashioned wall-bouncing action.
I see.
Whether it is from throws or jumps, I do not mind. Either way.
I see.
Whatever you guys prefer, but I feel like we left a little bit empty-handed last time when I made that attempt, so maybe we can make up for it here.
The Night Wings shall now face the chastity. Welcome. Who shall conduct the rites?
Alright, so Nor goes Ninja Stowaway in the lead spot. Ninja Stowaway of sorts from Lilac as well. Ooh, I do not remember that. Oh wait, was the previous one customized off match?
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say, because I don't remember seeing a Nor boost Almer's presence.
Yeah, Almorcad is gonna broke last match. I forgot about that.
I did not notice. Alright, so banishing throws from Gareth in the second spot for Nor.
Emo Gareth.
I think you mean derelict.
Pardon?
Go watch Zoolander.
I have never watched Zoolander.
Some of the jokes may be a little bit outdated. I have not seen it for a while now, but at least at one point in time, it was absolutely hilarious.
Alma.
Vanishing throws on Almer, and it's a comedy. It's a very silly comedy. So
I thought it was a horror game.
no.
Maybe it's a different.
Oh, a derelict is probably the name of a horror game. I bet.
Mm-hmm.
Hyperpoca, yeah, it's pretty wild. Yeah, it's good for some silly fun. got Speedy Barker in the last spot for Lilac. Oh, the game definitely just tabbed out.
Hello.
There we go.
Ho-ho!
I'm noticing a distinct lack of the orb and characters bouncing off the wall. There we go. I was gonna say. That's more like it. That's the chaos that we crave. Okay, yeah, there's at least a 180 there. There was no wall bounce, but was a slight little twist. In more ways than one, I guess. now Lilac's going big into the whole wall bouncing strategy. Every movement must be wall bouncing. Oh, there we go. Nor gets the wall bouncing banishment 2 times in a row, no less.
Oh my.
Now that's what we're looking for. Oh, and nearly had it on the jump as well. Nor briefly defenseless here. Oh, straight into the pyre. Boo. We want the real pinball wizard.
More brightly than the other. No sign of the chastity for
Everyone
now.
down for Lilac. That means perfect opportunity for a little bit of that.
The night winds now are closer to achieving victory.
Where exactly it will bounce, nobody knows.
Sublime.
Is there a wall bounce there? It was a little hard to tell. It might have been. It was very fast because Nor teleported.
The ceremony.
Oh, almost. Not quite.
Didn't see it coming.
Oh, nearly.
Thoroughly banished. 'Tis
Lilac with Almer. Going for the long range strats, but Nor said, thank you very much, I'll take that.
now to the flame.
Nor with Gareth. No time to charge it up. Ooh, that was very close.
Well, now that was exciting. Your fellow
Oh,
exiles
okay, it was a double banishment, even if there was no bounce. We'll accept it. And then she then went for the bounce when she attempted to score, so
now go.
that's okay.
Unfortunate for the chastity.
Lilac defenseless here. Oh, and then off the wall and in for the win. Beautiful. GG.
And such a well-conducted victory it was.
Well played, you two. Stylin'.
The ceremony
Exactly.
is complete.
All right. Well, let's head on back.
Until the stars align.
And I'm thinking it may be time now to go with our penultimate rite. Our last rite before the liberation rite. So if there is anything that we would like to see or do before the night is through, then this would be our chance to make it happen. So let us know if you have anything in mind. Another round of customize off? That can be arranged. All right. Any arenas or songs this time, or is it just the customize off? Ah! I'm actually not sure if we've seen it yet today.
I bet you thought I was gonna say boat, didn't you?
I don't know. Oh, also, fun fact.
Hmm?
For what it's worth, I've just today come to the discovery. I believe that when someone else is remoting into my PC for Steam Remote Play. When you can you press the caps lock button real quick? Yeah, you can turn my caps lock on and off.
Wait, really?
Really. Like, I have a little light
Oh
that lights
my.
up when caps lock is active. And I was
Oh
noticing,
my.
like, halfway through this series between you and Anor, I saw that caps lock was on. And I was like, oh, that's kind of weird. I'm not playing right now. I don't know why I would have pressed the caps lock button. So I pressed caps lock to turn it off. Then the next match ended. I was like, that's weird. Caps lock is back on. Why did that happen? And then for this one, it's like the third time in a row when I saw caps lock on. It's like, okay, this is not a coincidence at this point. That is absolutely a thing.
I
And
didn't
then
use
when you
caps
just
lock
spam the caps lock
as-
button, I'm looking right at the light. I'm like, yep, 100%.
I am using it to push the talk. So.
Oh,
sorry about that.
okay. So it might be coming from one or both of you in that case. Well, actually, wait, you must have just done it then, Anor.
Yep.
And no, it's only Lilac. I only see it when Lilac does it. I don't know why.
Are you-
Lilac can
how
turn
does
on
it-
my caps lock, but Anor cannot. Steam
How
Remote
does
Play
it
with
caps
even
lock
more
work?
features. Right, does Anor not have, let's just double check. No, Anor does have
Lids-
keyboard controls enabled. I don't know. I don't know.
Lids, what does your caps lock look like right now? Your light look like now?
It is not lit up at the moment. Were you just spamming caps lock repeatedly?
Yes.
Oh, you might have been doing it too fast. I don't know.
Oh no.
I don't know. Anyways, all right. Why don't we get this one started? We'll see. Any guesses as to whether caps lock will be on or off by the time this match is over? It's off right now. So. All right, let's jump in. And now I'm thinking back to, like, there definitely have been times when, at the very end of the stream, I remember caps lock being on and wondering, when did that happen? Now I might know. All right, well, for this customized off match, we have a Sap, a Crone, and a Cur for Anor. Notably, Lilac has not moved. Lilac? Okay, there we
I
go.
was tapped out.
I wasn't sure if after all the caps lock spamming, if you had like, decided, oh, what if I just quit out of remote play? Maybe Leeds won't notice. Right, the difference between a bug and a feature. A lot of it just depends on whether it is fun.
There's a lingering. Oh wait, no, there it is.
It's a lingering
For a second, like,
feature.
For a second, I thought that the worm's aura was like lingering.
Oh yeah, I saw there's a little edge of a worm aura a little ways away from your worm. I think it was just the imps messing with it a bit. Oh, did I even say? Well, obviously it's a worm, it's a harp on Lilac's side. Oh, 33 damage on that plunge. That must be coming from an extra source of damage. And then a demon is the final character for Lilac, as Lilac plunges here for 15. As in F-O-R, not F-O-U-R. Otherwise, that would be the world's highest damage plunge.
An interesting exchange.
Zoxiana goes down here, manly now for Anor. Lilac chases him down. Isbeleth sidesteps that cast, but then Delbert chases Visbeleth into banishment. And we're moving the pieces forward here, one on either side, and it's Bertrude with the deciding score.
GG?
GG.
They overwhelmed their adversaries utterly.
Well played, you two.
The rite is done.
All right. Well played, you two.
Until the next rite.
Let's head on back, and I think it is now time for our final rite of the night, our liberation rite, which means we'll head over to the Fall of Solium. Definitely turn customized back on for this one. As for this one, we will leave it all up to the players, have them pick their preferred teams to finish things off in style. No requests? Turn that sermon intro on, and if you two are ready, then let us begin.
Why, hello, exiles. Welcome to the fall of Solium. You shall take part here in a glorious tradition. Cling to whatever shred of hope you have. Prepare yourselves, night wings. The chastity stand ready. Now we shall get started.
Alright, so, as we were saying, this will be our final rite of the night, our liberation rite. No requests from chat for this one. Both players just picking their preferred teams to finish things off in style, and that means Prayer Beads Pamitha in the lead spot for Anor. Lilac will go Leeching Stowaway.
Tizo.
Second spot for Anor is a Webbed Lanthorn Tizo. Kerfang Ulmer in the second spot for Lilac. Anor's final selection is a Power Casting Headwind. Still missing a Mastery, just as a heads up. Still missing a Mastery. Infinite Stamina Tizo for Lilac. So, alright, here we go, our final rite of the night. Anor on the left, representing the Nightwings, and Lilac on the right, representing the Dissidents. Best of luck to you both.
GG.
The Nightwings proved their worth.
GG.
Played you two.
As for their adversaries, they did not. Thus ends the liberation rite.
That was our final rite of the night, our liberation rite. So thank you everybody who participated in the rites today. And everyone who gave us the requests in chat as well.
Thank you for the games, Lids Vids.
GG's Lilac, GG's Anor.
GG's and farewell.
Fare thee well. Happy holidays. I'll catch you guys next time. Alright. Let me throw this screen on. And for anyone who was taking guesses, final chance. Caps lock on, caps lock off. The correct answer was caps lock on. So it did change over the course of that match, for what it's worth. But anyways. That was our final rite of the night. Caps lock all day, every day. That was our final rite of the night, our liberation rite. So thank you everybody who participated in the rites today and everyone who gave us the requests in chat as well. This was, of course, Pyre Community Rite Night, and so if you are interested in getting more involved in multiplayer Pyre, then the best way to do so is by joining the Rite Club Discord server, which you can do by clicking on that link right there. My name is Lids. I'm hosting these Rite Nights, and my streaming schedule is usually we would do Wednesday nights for Path of Exile 2 streams. This Wednesday is New Year's Eve. There's a chance we might bump that one day earlier. So a little bit of a TBD at the moment. But then Fridays, we're doing Mass Effect Andromeda multiplayer. Saturdays, Mass Effect 3 multiplayer. And then obviously Sundays, this Pyre multiplayer. Then Lids Vids on YouTube as well, posting the VODs for all those streams, so if you missed anything, you can catch that stuff there as well. Also doing some Hades 2 videos straight to YouTube, in addition to some Path of Exile 2 build guide videos, the latest of which you can check out right there. And then, of course, if you haven't done so yet already, you can always hit the follow button to get notification for when I go live. Also at Lids Vids on Twitter, I post there when I go live as well. But actually, the best place to stay up to date on all things Lids is my Discord, which you can join by clicking on that link right there, especially in a week such as this one where at least one of those streams might be adjusted slightly to accommodate the holidays. But that's gonna be it for me for tonight, so thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed the stream, and I'll catch you next time.